The Anniston Waterworks and Sewer Board operates the Paul B. Krebs Water Treatment Plant in Calhoun County, Alabama. Although parts of the plant still exist from the 1940s and 1950s, the plant was most recently upgraded in 1999. The plant is located at Coldwater Spring. Coldwater Spring has been a pristine water source for the city of Anniston and the surrounding area since the 1800s. The turbidity of the raw water is routinely below 0.1 NTU, which is as good as most treated water standards. The water is derived from a karst aquifer complex associated with the Jacksonville Fault. The age of the water, or how long the water has been underground, is reportedly 15 to 40 years. More information about Coldwater Spring can be found in a 2004 report from the USGS. The treatment process begins at the intake, where there is a coarse screen to prevent withdrawal of sand and debris. The water is then transmitted through a 48-inch diameter pipe to the microscreens. The microscreens have openings that are 100 microns in size. That is about the diameter of a human hair, pollen, or the point of a pen. The screens have a spray backwash feature to keep them clean. The water is then transmitted under the floor to four 60-horsepower vertical turbine pumps, capable of pumping about 6 million gallons per day each. Chlorine can be added at this location. More on that later in the video. The water is then transferred to 6 packed column aerators to treat out trichloroethylene. These aerators will also treat out other volatile chemicals or radon if necessary. Water is distributed at the top of each tower and trickles down through plastic media while being met with a countercurrent of air to strip away any volatile chemical. The next treatment structure is the chlorine contact basin. But before we talk about it, let's talk about chlorine. Chlorine is used for disinfection at the plant. Gaseous chlorine is mixed with water to make a superchlorinated solution that is then used in treatment. The chlorine is stored in 1-ton cylinders that are highly pressurized. For safety purposes, the chlorinators are designed to only allow chlorine to be pulled from the cylinders when there is a vacuum on the gas line. In the case of an accidental gas release, a scrubber will pull chlorine from the room and deactivate it. Now, back to the chlorine contact basin. The chlorinated solution is injected prior to the basin, and the water meanders back and forth between baffle walls, so the water has plenty of contact with chlorine before leaving the plant. The basin also acts as a storage tank. The water is then fluoridated for dental health. The finished water is then pumped to the distribution system using a combination of 4 large high-service pumps. These pumps use 2400-volt electric motors up to 1200 horsepower to transmit up to 23 million gallons of water per day. Many parameters are measured throughout the day, such as pressure, and in our certified laboratory, we monitor water quality control characteristics, such as pH. We hope you've enjoyed this brief overview of Anniston Waterworks and Sewer Board's Paul B. Krebs Water Treatment Plant, located in Calhoun County, Alabama.